Alright, this is going to be a very eventful episode. So pretty much, I'll get into this when we get in the world. The episode that's being uploaded today is the Waterhouse. There's a lot of filler episodes I've noticed, so I really got to figure out which ones are filler, and if they are, I'm going to delete them. So I kind of feel bad about that. But a part of me is like, hey, this series is already going really long. There's some parts where it's just the whole episode's me mad at the Nether because I can't get anything. I would like to summon the Wither, but I want to do that in its own part because I want to call the episode Summoning the Wither or Capturing the Wither. This episode is Building an Office. That's what this one's probably called. Building Headquarters, I could say. But I get into lore and story stuff, like story elements. Whenever I'm adding to the actual farm, that's a story element. Pretty much. Where am I? Probably just by my bed. Last episode was the one in the mines, wasn't it? It was. It wasn't. I wasn't in the Nether. I don't want the enchanted apple at the moment. I'm definitely gonna need these axes. Trust me. Trust me. There was a garage sale in my neighborhood. I was really hoping someone would be selling a Wii. I bet someone was, but it probably got sold because I didn't go until later. I forgot how laggy this game was. Residents. I got some bad news. Did you lay an egg? No, you did not. I got some bad news, you guys. So we need... Oh, there's an egg. I knew there'd be one. We need some workers. Like, I get you all are residents and you all are important and have a role in keeping this place upkept. But we need some humans. You might ask, how do you get that? And I don't know. I need to figure it out. I have an idea, and I need to test it. And if it works... And I need to go to the Nether for it. Because I need soul sand. How I'm thinking, I want to get a villager, put them in a boat, put them up the water in the soul sandals, shoot them up, and we win. That's what I think we could do. But I don't know. That's going to be today's mission. And by the way, it's going to be built up here. So from here, this whole thing, it's going to be a tube up through here. I don't think it'll work like that, though. Yeah, it wouldn't. Never mind, I changed my mind. I'll figure it out. But I do want it in between the staircase. That's what I kind of was thinking about. Or I could just... I definitely want an entrance to be outside for the boats. But there's going to be one for me. But that's just to get the villagers in, so it'll be easy. And there's a guy that I want specifically. The guy that I worked with at the village. I want him. But I gotta figure out how to make a villager stay and not despawn first. So I'm gonna try it on a less important villager. But before that, I'm putting everything in a chest because I am not risking everything just for the Nether. I'll take this broken pickaxe, take off all my armor. Yeah, all of it. Because for some soul sand, I am not risking everything for that, you know? So, I just had like another mid hangout with my friends. It's still kind of annoying. I had a video where I was telling stories. I know I was gonna delete those two parts though. One of them, I was just looking for animals. I had a lot of parts that I wanted. In case I had to keep it up, you know how I was saying how the last hangout I had with them was just really annoying. It was just kind of the same thing. Just no matter what I did, somehow they just like made fun of me, and then they kept saying that I said things that I didn't. Like we were at the store, okay? I had $5 that I was able to spend because, as I mentioned in previous parts, I bought a lot of Legos, and so I don't have much money, and so I don't want to spend much. So I said, all right, at most I will spend $5. And so my friends, they like buying these energy drinks, right? And I told them. So I said, guys, I'm not, because they're like $2.50 a can. And I'm like, guys, I'm not spending all my money. I'm not spending like a lot of my money on energy drinks. Like, but it's 2 for $4. And I said, I'm not like buying the energy drinks. And then they're like, you said you would. And I was like, I never said that. Because we literally got in the store and there was a bucket of a ton of them. And he was like, Connor, you need to get some. And I said, I'm not getting any. I said another time I will. And then when we got there, they're like, alright, Connor. And then we were in the aisle. And then he was like, but Connor, which one are you getting? And I said, what do you mean? I said, I'm not getting any. He's like, but you said you did. You were. It was really annoying. I need 4, 1, 2. Ow. That was an L. Also, my friends, another thing. Crap. There's just one more. Crap, that was a super L. When I say super L, who is that? And I'll say it's me. Ow! I swear to God, if I die over here, I'm gonna be angry. Crap. Minecraft is a game that I die over and over again. There's no purpose at all. This game is rigged. I hate this game. It's a game of luck and skill. It's just mainly luck. And there's a guy named... Oh, I need a pickaxe. No, I don't. No, but what if my stuff burned? I genuinely hate the nether. Can I go on a rant? This is an important part, and I think I'm allowed to go on a rant. Like, you ever have those annoying friends that just... like, have such different opinions than you on certain things, and no matter what you say, you can't change each other's minds, yet they still bring it up for an argument, and it just annoys you so much. My closest friends in the world, we've been having these arguments, but it's like our whole life, but like these last 3 hangouts I've had with them, like, it's just been like worse than any other time. And it's funny because the one before that was so much fun. Like, there was a Saturday before a few Fridays ago, the 27th, we all hung out, and then we had so it was the 19th, I guess it was. No, it was 7 days. It was the 21st. It was, and we had a great time. Of May, 21st of May. This is probably, since this is coming out in July, 21st of May, I should say. It was so much fun. Then we waited a week, and we all hung out Friday with a lot of people, and it was really fun. Well, actually, it was not. It was awful. It was terrible. My friends were breaking into people's yards. They were trespassing into people's yards. My friends, and then it was funny because I was with Hunter, and he was mad too. He was like, I can't stand them. Because he was mad because we were playing a game, hide and seek in the neighborhood. And the rules, you had to stay on the sidewalk. And, oh my God! My favorite mob in Minecraft. Come here. Come here, stupid monster. Can I have my soul sand back? And my pickaxe. Thank you. Thank you. But I genuinely hate this place. Like, if I could get rid of it, I would. Hey, made it out. But, and so it was funny because when we all got back home in my garage, everyone was sitting there and I was just angry, like very angry, and everyone was just not having fun anymore. And then everyone started laughing because everyone thought it was so funny, and Hunter's like, it was pretty funny. And I was like, how dare you switch up on me? And it's hard, because, like, it's not like, there's one of the things if you said it to, like, anyone else, they'd be like, you need better friends. You don't realize how close we are. And it's funny, it just really makes me mad. And I called him out on it, too. I called them out on it. And then you know what they said? They said, we're just joking around. And they didn't even care. I don't think they care. And it's always just a slam on me. Always. And it's just, oh, it just annoys me because it's like, I didn't do a thing. And you're just exaggerating stuff. Like, okay. My friend Isaac, we would make fun of him all the time. But only if he does something really stupid, which he does a lot. He's a weird dude, so he does a lot of stupid stuff. And so we'll make fun of him for it. But that's because he did something. He flat out did something that deserves getting made fun of. Like, he'll just, like, randomly start moaning or making these really weird faces or pretend, or, like, making jacking off motions. It's strange. Or just say something really weird. And it's strange, and that deserves making fun of someone over that. Like, that's something you think, oh, bro, what are you talking about? Then, there's the times where you don't do anything wrong. And then they just go, ho ho ho, ho ho, Connor, ho ho. You did this when you didn't do a thing. It's just so frustrating, and I can't stand it. It's one of those things that just makes me so irritated. And so, like, with him, it's different. You could say it's different because he actually did something dumb to deserve getting made fun of. With me, and if I did do something wrong, I would understand it. Yeah, I did something weird. And there's times where I will, and then they say something about it, and I understand that. For example, and this one, a lot of people, for the memes, would always say, yeah. But I always fall asleep first at a sleepover. I always do. I just always fall asleep first. No matter what, I always fall asleep first. I'm gonna do something. It's gonna be hard to explain what I'm thinking, but trust me here. Okay. Alright, but I just gotta mine a ton of... This might take 2 parts to build. Anyway, while I build, I can still go on my rant about my friends getting on my nerves last night. So basically, then, just the whole day, Connor, you're an L for just sleeping in. You're the worst. And then, it was one if they just said it once. Like, just one time they said, Connor, you're an L for sleeping in. Like, it'd be one thing, like, I wouldn't care. But it's when they bring it up over and over again. Within the same 10 minutes. They don't let it go. It's like at least every 30 minutes they'd bring it up at least 5 times. Like, there was a neighborhood garage sale going on, and my friends we were walking on. Whole time they were just getting on my case for everything that I did last night. That was wrong. Because they were talking about Stranger Things and how much they liked it. Which, because I suggested to them. Well, I was talking about it to them, and they said, they were like, we want to watch Stranger Things. And I said, okay, you guys can watch it. I didn't care because I like the show. I'm like, yeah, I'd gladly let them watch it. Then I can talk about it with them. And they loved it. They watched the entire first season and most of second season all day. They stopped because I told them I haven't seen the rest and I want to watch it with my sister because we've been watching it together. And they understood. They're like, yeah, that's alright. And so then we stopped. But they just were watching it, and so they were talking about that. And they were just getting mad at me because I fell asleep first. And I thought to myself, well, I didn't think about it. I even said it. I was like, who cares? I was like, why does it affect you? I was like, how long I stay awake does not matter to anyone but myself. I know, it just made me really mad because it's just to a point where it's just so annoying. Or it's like all the time, it's just over and over. It's like, get over it. Like, who cares? It just really frustrates me because I don't like it. And, by the way, I'm gonna get an entire row of blocks. I might get more than just an entire row. It's just hard because it just frustrates me. And it's like, because the whole time they're going, we're W's, you're an L. Connor, you're an L. Us too, we're W's. And because we've always joked around about Isaac. He's the one we always joked around about, saying he's weird. But that's because he actually does things that are very weird. I've always been like the outcast of the 3. They always hang out. They hang out without me. Like, I'm the one they don't care about, and it just makes me feel awful. And yet, whenever I confront them about this, they just don't care. No one cares. And it just makes me so mad that not a single person cares. Doesn't matter what I say. The big thing that makes me mad is that it's non-stop. They just call me gay over and over. And I'm not, by the way. They just don't shut up. Like, nothing's wrong with it, but first of all, they use it as an insult. all the time, and I don't care if they do or not, but I'm just saying. A lot of people say that's really terrible. But, like, it's also just they don't stop. They just, all the night, they just keep saying it. Like, literally, like, for example, I go up to get a water. Oh, you're gay. It's like, I didn't do anything. I just stood up. It just annoys me because those two act like they're so great. And if they hate me so much, don't talk to me anymore. Don't come over if that's all you're gonna do. I told them. I even said to them, "Oh, the biggest thing that I can't stand, that makes me so furious on another level, which I really wish I said something to them about, was that this summer I've mentioned in other parts that I walk. And they pretty much tell me that that's dumb and that's not real exercise. God, I get so mad. I'm like, you're pretty much telling someone this whole thing they've been working so hard doing is pretty much for nothing. Wow, that's nice to hear you say that to me. Because there's a Planet Fitness near my house. And, they're like, Colin, you should go to Planet Fitness. That's real exercise there. You'll get stronger. You'll get muscle in your arms. Which is not my goal of exercising. I just am genuinely being active each day for an hour and a half, like, eating less. I'm just trying to lose weight. That's my goal of this. You know? I lost, like, I think it was 13 pounds last summer, only walking 3 miles, if that even. And so this summer I'm walking more days, and I'm walking much longer. So, I want to do better than I did last year. But I also weigh less than I did last summer. It just makes me really mad, because, like, that's just so insulting to me. I really want to just send them each a long text. But the thing about, like, Josh, it's easier to get, like, deep with him, but not with, Isaac. Oh, another thing. Oh, this is another thing that made me so mad. So, I don't know if you know how, like, guys are when they like a girl, they're just pretty much just can't stop thinking about them, and it's, like, an awful feeling. But, it's a great but awful feeling. I don't want to get into that, but, so anyway, when I liked this girl, I would just love to talk about her to my friends all the time. In, like, all of my interactions with her within the last week. And they just got so annoyed, because to them, all I ever talked about was her. And you know, it's funny now. Now, they're mad that I don't talk about her. Because my friend Josh has a hot tub. And we always joke that hot tub talk is when you talk about girls. And so, like, Connor, you don't have any hot tub talk anymore. I'm like, bro, it's summer break. Like, we don't even see anyone anymore. You know? And they don't care. They're like, well, that's your fault. Why don't you go out and see people? It's like, it just makes me so mad because there's nothing I can say. It's like it's not easy to think of a good comeback to that. It's like, okay, then what do you do? What do you do to go see girls, Isaac? What do you do? He doesn't do anything except for act like a fool all the time. It's just so annoying. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I'm the friend that they have a group chat without me. I'm the friend they hang out without me. I'm the friend that everyone doesn't like. And if Hayden hears I'm like able to hang out, he doesn't come over. Like, for example, if my friend Josh invites people to hang out, which he hasn't asked me to hang out at his house in over a year. So, but if he ever did and Hayden knew I was coming, Hayden would not go. It's just that simple. I'm that friend that everyone hates. I don't even know what I did. I'm not mean. I invite people over every week. I invite them over. And they don't have to show up. And that's the thing I always tell myself. I'm like, they don't have to show up. But they still do. So what's the point of showing up if they're just going to behave like that? I remember one day I was serious. I sent my friend Josh a really long text because I was just very hurt. And I'll tell you the story. Pretty much what happened was, my friend Josh, he was sending me pictures of him hanging out with other friends who were not invited. No, I wasn't invited. That's what I meant. All my other friends of the main group, they all hung out. Except for me. They didn't invite me over. They said, well, it just kind of happened. I was like, wait, how do you mean it just kind of happens? Hayden's always busy. How is he there? First, I would think church, because three of the four people there go to the same church. But, then I was like, well, then why is Hayden there? I don't know. It just really made me mad. Because that shows they just do not care about me. And it's hard because I've been friends with them for so long. I'm friends with Isaac probably, what, 10 years? 9 years? I've been friends with him for a long time. I'm friends with Josh for probably, let me think. 7 years, I would say. 6, 7 years. I've been friends with Josh. And yet, this is what they do to me. I've done nothing but show how much I want to hang out with them. Because I ask them to hang out all the time. And yet, they treat me like I'm nothing. They ignore me. They don't even care about me. Hayden's the one who certainly doesn't care about me. I've been friends with him 12 years. I've been friends with him. And yet, he cares more about someone that he hasn't even known for a year. That's what the thing I use, which I feel like makes me kind of sound like a jerk using to like say about my friends is how long I've known them. But I just say that to show the connection I have. Like that, I'm like I've been friends with this person for this long. It's like, and yet he doesn't care. Cause I remember I made a joke one day because my friend Hayden, he's like him and his girlfriend are the most annoying people in the world when they're together. Like when it's those two in the same room, it's just so annoying. They're like, I'm like, bruh, no one cares. And so he posted, it was like, happy 7 months. And so I joked around. I said, bro, you care more about 7 months than the fact that me and you have been friends for 12 years. He's like, but we don't know the exact day. I said, so? I said, so a person you've been friends with 12 years, you could give less, you just don't give a shit about. And yet you care. Like, I understand wanting to hang out with your girlfriend. I get that. But when it's every time you pick her over your 3 best friends, one of them is your best friend, which is not me, by the way. Josh is his best friend. It just really makes me mad because it's like, that's just pretty much a punch in the face. Speaking of that, I have like a bruise next to my eye 'cause Isaac punched me in the face. But it's Isaac. He just kind of does that. So it's not like that's a mean thing. Even before this, I don't care that he did it, because that's just kind of what Isaac does. I hit him in the face with a beach ball, and so he hit me in the, he strangled me and punched me in the eye. That's what Isaac does. He always beats people up. Crap, this is gonna take a long time. I don't care. The reason I said one whole row times 4, they give an entire inventory box. You just gotta realize it's just frustrating because it's like this whole summer we talked about all the cool things we're gonna do, and now I don't even know if I want to hang out with them again. That's what I was saying last week. I was just so angry with them. We went to Young's Dairy, whole time they wouldn't get off my case. First of all, the big thing it was again they just kept was the thing where everything I do, Connor's gay, which again I am not. So it's like, why are you saying that? And they're like saying all these just really weird things. I don't remember the specifics. Just know, really just annoying. It's not like a mean insult. It's just a point where it's annoying. Because if someone calls me an L, I could care less. But it's just the like point where it's like it's just nonstop. I get it, Isaac. I did this. I get it. For example, Isaac in one night got farther in the Clone Wars. Not the clones. This Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga game than I did for the whole time I've had the game. But I barely play the game. I don't really play it anymore. And so I don't care. He stayed up all night doing that. And he's like, you're such an L, Connor. Oh my god, you're so... He never says you're so weird. He never says it. He just says that I'm an L or that I'm gay. Over anything I do. And again, like, it's just annoying. It's like I didn't do a thing. And it's funny because we started off having a lot of fun. We were in my room. I showed them all my new Legos. So I was like, guys, I may be 15, but this is a W. And it was just real. It's just annoying. I'm trying to think of something else that happened today that made me mad. It's just the big thing is the fact that with how I exercise each day. Cause those two, you gotta understand, they're very like crazy when it comes to working out. Those two, and like they're in great shape. They're strong too. Like they're and okay. Today at a garage sale, there was a neighborhood garage sale I mentioned. My sister got a mirror, and it was a big mirror, and it was pretty heavy. And she wanted a break from carrying it. And she asked me to, and I was like saying how heavy it was. And so she was like, carry it. And so I was like, oh, this is heavy. Because it kind of was. It was heavy. And so then my friends carried it. This isn't heavy. It's not heavy. Connor, you're so weird. It's not heavy. There's a Planet Fitness right there. Oh, I remember something at Young's Dairy that made me mad. I just forgot to finish the story. We were there, and they got cheese curds. I didn't get anything, so I just wasn't really hungry. And I didn't want to spend any money on food. And so they got 2 things of cheese curds, 1 each. And there's this giant plate that it came on, and then like a tray. It was a tray, and then the plate of each were on each tray. And so they had to put the tray away. And they wouldn't put it away. They wanted me to put it away. I said, why? I said, this isn't mine. I said, if it's not my trash, or whatever it is, I'm not putting it away. And it's just like, why would, it's like, and then they got mad at me, and so I got up and left. I said, that is not my tray. I'm not putting it away. So it's your guys'. And then my friend poured like a ton of salt into my water, and I just didn't drink it. I said, I'm not drinking that. He said, bruh, it's only salt. I said, I don't care, you poured a ton in there. It's like they don't understand how annoying it is. And it's sad because the times we truly have fun are so fun. Like some of the best times. It's like if you hate me that much, if I'm that annoying, don't talk to me. It's the biggest thing. They all have a group chat without me that they all talk in all the time. And they claim, oh, you left it, Connor. I've never... The thing I also cannot stand is the lying. They are like, either they're just flat out stupid, or... And they act like I'm stupid. That's the thing. Oh my god. And it's hard, because for some reason, one of the things that makes me more mad than almost anything in the world is when you're arguing something and you know you're right. Like... You know for 100% certainty, like if you're right, like if for some reason there was a magical thing that was like, would tell you who's right or wrong, and whoever was like, and you could gamble the highest thing, I would gamble my entire life on that because I know I'm right. For example, I've never spent the night at my friend Isaac's house. Never spent the night there. There was one time I spent where I was going to. I just didn't want to. I was angry, upset, because there was like a ton of little kids there. And it was just so annoying. I was just angry. I was like, and I just didn't want to stay there. I was like, this is not fun. I'm not enjoying myself. I don't want to spend the night. I want to go home, sleep in my bed, and have a good day tomorrow and not have to be here. That was the only time I was ever invited to spend the night. Another time, I wasn't invited to spend the night. I was invited to come over and hang out. But though they had a sleepover that night, I came the next day, so they slept into the next day. And my one friend, he doesn't even invite me over to his house anymore because I left over the sleepover one time because I just didn't want to stay. I was like, you know what? I don't want to have a sleepover tonight. I just kind of want to just go home. Not for any particular reason. I just didn't want to stay. You know? It was like, okay, I just don't really want to stay. So what's the problem with that? Another thing that I can't stand that kind of infuriates me, which probably shouldn't, is when they just make fun of how I look all the time. Which, okay, I already have a very low image of myself. I already cannot stand how I look. And it just makes me very mad. Like, I hate seeing myself in pictures. I hate looking at myself. I cannot stand it. It doesn't help that yesterday I got probably the worst haircut of my life. It looks like half my head is shaven, and that's just it. And it's really dumb looking, and I just do not like it. And so not only does that also make me feel bad how I look, they don't get off my back on my weight, on how fat I am, which, okay, that's not true entirely. They go, you're not that fat, which a lot of people say I'm not, which I may not look like it, but I actually do. I'm a very wide person. Like, imagine a pear. That's what I look like, and I can't stand how I look, and that's why I exercise each day. Even if it's something small, it's enough to kind of help me lose weight. But usually on the internet, if you just say you're fat, then they just imagine just this giant obese person, which is not me. It's like, it's just annoying. It's like, I know. You don't have to remind me. I'm the one who is, it's me. I know that. And yet and it's just so frustrating. They always be like, oh, Connor, you're so stupid. You'll never get a girl. It's like, okay. I don't need to be reminded. I get it. I know. I get it. I'm terrible. Shut up. And it's just annoying because, like, they just don't understand anything. You know? It's kind of hard to talk about this without going into stuff I don't want to talk about in a YouTube video. But screw it. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna ever watch these videos ever. So, there was this girl I really liked, and she was so nice to me, too. She was very nice to me. And just, obviously, being me, if a girl shows me enough attention, I'll start to like her. And so I would always tell my friends all these stories have happened. And I had one friend, Hayden, thing that he would always say that really made me mad. He would tell me she likes me, and I would get so mad at him. And I still would if he would. If he ever says that, I'll still get mad at him. Because that's how you manipulate someone. Because that's how the brain works. If you're told something enough, you will eventually start to believe it. With enough evidence as well. And his evidence is my stories that I'll tell. And, it's just annoying. And then my one friend, Josh, he just doesn't talk to girls, and that's kind of his whole thing, is that he doesn't talk to anyone. He talked to a waitress at at Young's Dairy, and they made a huge deal about that. They wouldn't let it go. Oh, that's a huge deal. Oh, like, is it now? It's just like, that's a huge deal. Good for him. He talked to a waitress. Josh talked to a girl. That's kind of using the same logic of those kids that say they had their first kiss and they're talking about their grandma. That's the type of mentality that is. And I remember I made a joke because there was a story where we went to the pool once and these girls were like obsessing over Isaac. And so I was joking, hopefully that happens again, and hopefully there's girls at Young's Dairy. And there was like these older, the only ones there had boyfriends, and so then apparently there was these two or these three, but just conveniently I was the only one who didn't see them, and then they just wouldn't let it go on me. You didn't even see him, Connor. It's just like, guys, shut up. I don't care. I don't know them. Even if I did see them, why does it matter? This makes me mad. And then there's my one friend Hayden, who has he has such a good life. He has a great relationship. Like, everyone likes him. Everyone thinks he's so cool. He's just a great guy. And it's just pretty much rubbing it in my face. It's like, look at me. I'm great and you're a failure, Connor. And I'm like, wow, that's so nice. It just makes me so upset. Because there's one thing on just kind of messing around. There's a difference in between messing around and to a point where it's just picking on you. And to a point where he just gets annoying. Because something I like to say, I have a friend Hayden, and now I totally feel so bad about everything I've done to him. Because I feel like if anyone, I would pick on him more than anyone. And I just feel awful about it now. Because what they're doing to me is what I would do to him. And he would just get so mad at me. And now I totally get it. I totally get it now. And I was thinking of texting him. But I've told him so many times, I'm sorry, I'll be better. I've told him that so many times that he probably doesn't even believe me. But who knows? It just makes me upset because it's like I really now get why he got so mad at me. And the worst part, back to the thing where they just make up lies. Like, and whenever I call them out, they say, we never did that. It just makes me so mad. It's like, you may not realize this is what you're doing, but that is exactly what you did. You say it so much, you probably don't even realize it then. But yeah, like, it just makes me feel bad about how I treated Hayden. And I feel like he hates me. Because of everything I've done to him. And it's just hard, because it's like, I don't know, it's just constant picking on me. And it's the stuff over the things that make, for example, the big thing, they pick on me how I exercise. Pretty much saying that's not real exercise, and you won't gain any muscle doing that. That's not my goal. My goal is just to get active for a few hours. I say a few hours if it's more than 1 and 2. But it's really just for an hour and a half every morning. Walk 5 miles, 4.5 to 5. This week has been 4 to 5 miles, I should say. Well, this week's actually been less, but one bad week is not compared to all the other good weeks I've been having. It's just so, like, you just don't, it's hard to see it through my side. It's just the biggest thing that I'm the one they care about the least. That's just, I said we should all see each other as equals, you know? And it's my friend Josh. And the thing that, like, of course we all like to talk about because we're teenage boys is girls, you know? And I like how he's the one. They all talk about how he's so great. And then they're like, oh, but Connor, yeah, you'll never have any luck. You'll just be lonely forever because you're stupid and you're gay. And which I'm not. Again, I am not gay. They just say I am. And it's annoying. It's just to a point where I just can't take it. It's just frustrating. It's just hard because they're my best friends. This whole summer, the first 2 weeks of summer, all I wanted to do was hang out with those two. Now I don't even care anymore. Okay, I just need 2 more stacks finally. We used to have so much fun together, us 3. But all they want to do is just watch stuff on their phone, so we can't even do anything anymore. And so whenever I hang out with them, it's just dumb. I might not even have to spend the night anymore. Maybe that'll be fun. I just don't like how they act. It's just really frustrating. It's like there's no one I can talk to it, because my friends, they're the ones being mean. Parents, I'm not going to talk to my parents about that because they'll over-exaggerate it. Because I told them a story of how they didn't invite me to hang out. And my mom, like, overblown the story to people, like my sister and my dad. She just, like, over-exaggerated the story to make it even worse than it was. Which, first of all, it really did bother me. But it's like, that's a thing I don't want. That shouldn't be anyone's problem but my own. Because I always like to keep my friends' stuff and my family separate. I do not talk to my family about my friends. Because then they'll just be like, don't hang out with them again. That's how they'll be like. It's like, oh, so I'm just supposed to throw away like 9 years of friendship because of this. Well, apparently I am, you know. So just throw it all away, just because of a few annoying things. I'm thinking of sending Josh like a long text to get him to realize how mean they all are. It's like you just don't understand things how it makes me feel. It may not seem like a big deal to them, but it does matter to me. Something as simple as a garage sale. We were going around certain places, and they're like, well, there doesn't look anything cool there. I'm like, why? We can still look around there. Who cares? We got nothing else to do. What do you want to do? Just go home and just sit there on your phones? And then there were some roads, they're like, we've been here already. Or that just ends in a cul-de-sac. And I'd say, no, it doesn't. And they'd be like, yes, it does. And I'm like, I walk this neighborhood almost every day. I say almost every day because it's not Thursdays. I'm like, and you don't even listen to me on the layout of the neighborhood that I live in. It just makes me so mad. Again, a video I always like to say, I would always say to Hayden when he got mad, was the video from South Park. It was like, we're guys, dude. We find something about all our friends to rip on. We rip on Kyle for being Jewish, just like we rip on Butters for being wimpy. And then he's like we rip on Stan for being in love with Wendy. And then they go on and they make fun of Cartman. So wait, it's 8. So this is 9. Okay, I'm almost done. And it's like, I always like to say that as an example because like whenever my friends got mad that I would pick on them. Well, it was mainly Hayden. The only one of my friends that can take being picked on is Isaac, because he's weird and he does stuff to deserve it. And again, for me, sometimes I do stuff too that deserves getting made fun of. Like sometimes I'll admit that I do weird things that deserve absolutely nothing wrong. Here's a good example. So at Young Dairy, we got a wristband, okay? It goes for the unlimited for the day. And they kept theirs on for an entire week. Josh still had his on when he came over here. It was over a week. It's been, what? 9 days. It's been 9 days since we went to Young's Dairy. And he still had it on. And then he just kind of made fun of me for not having it on anymore. He's like, you took yours off the first day. You're so weird. It's like, shut up. It's just so hard. I wish I was stronger than them, because there's times I wish I could just beat the hell out of them, you know? Which I could. I'm bigger than them. That's the thing. Like, I know it's not all size, but like, I am much bigger than them. Because Isaac's really short and scrawny. Again, I always talk about how I'm fat. I'm not like extremely fat, but I'm definitely not skinny, I can tell you that. And that's one thing. They always say I'm not fat. They always, which is weird. Because they make fun of me for everything else. So I feel like if they had a chance to make fun of me over something. But sometimes they do make fun of me over things that I already know. And I just don't like being reminded about it. It's like, I get it. I know. Oh, here we go. The biggest thing I cannot stand is, how they get mad at me over how I play video games. Why do you care? Like, why do you even care? They're PC gamers. They like playing on a PC. Okay, I don't care. Play on a PC. Just don't get on my case because I play on a PlayStation 4 or my Nintendo Switch. Alright, I have enough. I'm just gonna make sure I want the Apple too. My phone. I have an Apple. And they just get on my case. So imagine having an Apple. Those are such bad phones. Those are terrible. It's like, okay, it works. My phone works. I don't care. But it's like, I don't care. But it just gets annoying. Okay. Do have this. An entire row. It just gets annoying. So, um, the games I like. Fall Guys. I was saying something about how Fall Guys, I hear it's actually fun again. Oh, that's stupid. That game's terrible. That's stupid. And yet I say one thing about a game they like in return. I go, oh, Subnautica's stupid then. I don't like Terraria. And then they go on and on about how everything I like is an L, how stupid. And that's coming from people that think Fortnite's fun. It's like, well then, don't talk to me. If I am so annoying. It's just something so simple. This makes me that mad. It's just because it's constant, all the time. It's like if I'm that much of a bother to you all, don't hang out with me then. If I'm that awful. This might take a while, so I'm just still gonna talk. What else do they do that makes me really mad? They just don't get off my back, and they always just do just annoying stuff. And it's the fact it's hard to say what it is. Like I said so many things I pretty much wanted to say. It's just the constant everything I do is somehow wrong, and they just have a remark about anything I do, but it has nothing to do with what I had to say. Oh, I didn't think I finished my story at Kroger, so I didn't want any energy drinks, right? And I said that. I said I don't want any of those energy drinks. And so then when they bought their stuff, they just headed straight to the checkout. I said, guys, I'm still getting stuff. And they said, you said you weren't getting anything. And so I said I wasn't getting any energy drinks. And they're like, oh my god, that is not what you said. And they won't admit that they're wrong. Never will they admit that they could be wrong. It's like, once have you even considered that could be an option? That you two are wrong? And I even said Hayden's probably nicer than you two. It's just annoying. It's like all of a sudden they just act like I'm just some terrible person. And then they say they don't do that. They're like, we don't do that. Yeah, you do. You may not realize that, but that is exactly what you do. After this part, I'm going to send Josh a text on Snapchat. I might just send a really long one on Discord to Isaac. Just because of how mad I am. It's just wrong. It's like, it's just unfair to act that way. I don't know, it's just really annoying. And yet they get all confused and I get mad. I don't know. I would like to make one of those Reddits. Am I the asshole of posts? Even though they're not... Even though they're not like... Even though they're blocks, I want them here. So I want these that are right here. Of course it does this again. Boom. All that. I want an axe with me. And my food with me. And this with me. I'm gonna make an extra, some extras just in case I need it. No, this will just be some of the blocks I carry with me. Ugh. So to unload all that, it's just really frustrating. I don't think I'm gonna need all this. Hopefully I do though, because I would like to make something nice. Oh, I got a splitting headache now, like a terrible headache. I swear to God, if I die. Wow, that was cool, wasn't it, guys? That was so cool. I'm at a payphone trying to call. Hey, now, hey, on you. I'm at a payphone trying to call. 3 more blocks that went missing. Sometimes blocks like to go over here. Sometimes they even like to go at top here. There's some right here. There they are. Okay, I have everything. It's like, what did I even do to make them all so, like, just say all that stuff about me all the time? It's just really, really frustrating. And yet no one seems to care. Also, I have the axe in case I misplace anything. I can. And there's this. Oh, after this part, I'm just gonna keep going for an hour. I'm gonna stop, send a message to my friend, and just tell him how mad I am because I think it's fair. You know. Now I just thought of something really dumb. Will I be able to breathe in water this much? Oh no. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. I died again. How great. Favorite game. Keep inventory, folks, are stupid. People who play with keep inventory are dumb. Yes, they are. Because this is fun. Minecraft is not relaxing. I don't care what anyone says. It is not. Yep, but somehow I'm wrong. There's one stack I'm missing. There it is. I don't know. I feel bad for just kind of keep talking about it, you know. I don't know. Am I wrong for getting upset about that? Like, what did I do wrong? I need to get something from my house. So I might be able to make this jump. Hey, how did I not die? I don't know, that was pretty cool. It's actually the faster way to get up here. So when I do finish building that, I have a way to get up here. I'm getting the soul sand. So here, isn't it? There it is. I just couldn't tell. Yay! Fucking love this game. Favorite game, guys. It was fun. Probably stuff down here. There's just shit everywhere. There's probably stuff down there. I don't even know how much I have. To be perfectly honest, I don't even know how many blocks I have. So if I don't have a few, I'll just assume that's all I have. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff down here. Yep, there is. I see stuff down there. That's so cool, guys. You can tell how cool it is, right? How great it is. It's just so great. What about my food? Where is it? Is it down there with everything else? What about over here? Is there anything over here? Just doesn't look like it. I'm already angry, getting riled up, talking about everything with my friends. But it just doesn't help that this game is so dumb sometimes. You can't say it's not the game's fault, it's your fault. Oh, it's not the game's fault now. Hey, B. How did my stuff get all the way over here? Where's my food? I go see it over there. I do. Perfect. I think I have more than these. Yeah, I don't think... Most I would have 2 gone. At most. Oh, God damn it. This might be the worst game ever made. I want to delete the world. I have such a cool idea. Such a cool story. But I just want to quit. I want to stop. But never quit in a game. Never quit. That's what I always know. Just never give up. It's been my biggest challenge over this whole series. Is just I've been wanting to quit since almost the beginning. And if I didn't film this, I probably wouldn't keep doing it. Like, I probably would have stopped a long time ago. I wouldn't have done the farm thing. You know? I had all but two, I believe.